There's one area that I think, so should they impact our work? Well, I mean, there are certainly bad ways that someone, with a position of faith, that it could impact your work. So, I mean, the biggest problem would be confirmation bias. And you would go looking in science for things that you already believe to be true, and that you would reject data that didn't agree with the conclusion that you wanted. That's not just bad science, that's not science. And so there are ways that, from a faith-based perspective, that you could come in and it could just completely screw up doing science. So that's, just laying that out on the table, that is possible. At the same time, I think that, and this is, I think, something that actually probably Joe and I both share, which is that I think that faith communities, when they are able to engage with science in a constructive fashion, there's actually a very large benefit, because I think scientists as a whole, we have no moral core. And that's not to say we're evil or something like that. That's just, as a whole, we don't really have a lot of experience with, Joe's good that he's taken some philosophy classes. Most scientists don't take many philosophy classes. They don't take many religion classes. They don't take many ethics classes. They take science classes. And then it comes out that in scientific research, we all of a sudden discover that we have ethical questions, not just about whether we're doing the science right, but whether the consequences of our science are good things or not. And then all of a sudden we discover, we're 35 years old and we have no framework for dealing with these important ethical questions. And so we just punt. And what scientists as a rule do is just say, well, I'm going to ignore the ethical questions and just explore whatever I think is most interesting, which is not a really very satisfactory approach, because that's led to lots of bad things in the world. So I think that, in terms of how religious worldviews can interact well with science, I think that's one of the things that religions are very good at. Is giving people a framework for making those kinds of decisions.